Hello. So back again today for first stream of the week. I've been on a little break and it has been good, but I really um wanted to get some stuff done today. So here I am back again. I'm just making some notes while I do this. Okay, so just making the basic versions of each of the corsets that I made the um, foundations for in Clo. Um, if you didn't see me make them, you can look back on my YouTube for any of my previous videos to see how I put these all together. I used a variety of techniques depending on what it was I was trying to achieve. But now I am putting them into Blender to try and get a different, like, to change like the modeling and this of them and add elements that I could try to add in here, but would be much simpler and I think better in general to just use a Blender to do them. So that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to do the foundation because I wanted the kind of like material elements to behave in a certain way, and I found that personally, oh, whoops, I didn't want to move that Clo does that very well. So, just trying to use the best tools available for the outcome that I am attempting to achieve. So first what I'm doing is, as you can see, I've gone over to the UV editor and I'm just trying to put everything in the correct UV tab of where it belongs. Mm. Right, okay, so I'm going to move these slightly around. I think I pressed the wrong one, yeah. There we go. And just because I do want to have slightly more space between them. As I could make them quite flush, but I don't really like when they're that flush. Um, but that's just a personal preference. In an ideal world, you would make them as flush as possible so they're not taking up too much space. One thing I'm definitely not going to do, and which is something that it is best that you avoid, is to resize um, anything here just based on the items that I have, because resizing any individual thing will change the UV textures in the end. And when I put it into Unreal, that will just be horrible, and I don't want that. Now, I'm sure that that had individual circles in it, and I want individual circles to be over here, but I want this. Nope, not that. You. Yes, I want you. No, not you. I might just have to move you first. There we go. And make sure that there's no overlapping, because definitely don't want any overlapping. And I'm just going to move that up ever so slightly. Okay. I've just realized that that's the back, not the front. So I actually want that to go here. And I always miss you. And I don't want to because you're the stitching. I might put you on your own. Don't know if that's a good idea, but we will see. Okay, so you're the front. How comes you're so spaced out? That's interesting. Ah, never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay, I feel like you go here and you will go here just for ease of understanding which side is which side, to be honest. And you are the back as well. Why is the back? No, are you the back? I'm very confused. Nope, you are the front, as I previously thought. I was just looking at you in the wrong way. Okay. I probably could have. That's kind of weird. Okay, as we move in. This bit isn't super exciting, but if you are putting this into um, any other program, it is a necessary part. You go over here. I'm going to put you there because I'm going to need to put these guys. I'm going to put you there, and then I'm going to move you down here, and you must be all of the back ones. So move you over there. Now this I am confused as. Why are you backwards? You're the way around, but you are backwards. Why are you backwards? I just don't know. Okay, well, not to worry. But you certainly don't belong there. You belong over here. Gosh. I keep forgetting that that's what that does. I want it to just move it ever so slightly to the side. What it does is just move it onto the next section instead, like that. Which is a useful thing to do if you just want to move something around. But that's not what I want to do. So not useful right now, but useful to know. So mark that down as a tip from Shan. Okay, I think as long as I haven't left anything by accident, that is everything. Oh wait, what's that? You are in the... Oh no, it's just a number one. That's fine. Okay. I think that's everything in its place and a place for everything. Mm, mm. Okay. Right. So I'm going to I'm going to save. Well, I suppose I did press Control C. And then I'm going to export this as FBX. And I'm going to put this in here. Oh, hold on 1 second. That is someone coming to collect something. I'll be right back. Here you are. He's here. Hello. Right, okay, so we continue. Hello, Thera. What's up? What were we doing? So this is the electric. So it's electric, and I'm kind of I'm torn. I'm torn between I think I've done this wrong. Yeah, I have. I've definitely done this wrong. We'll see how it turns out. But I'm definitely torn between the materials on this one because there's definitely going to be electricity incorporated in some way. But I also wanted to have um, something else to balance, not to balance out, but to make the electricity a bit more of an interesting element as part of this. So we'll see. Oh. All right, okay, let's give this a go. Let's import FBX. We should. Okay, thinking about it. This is a positive sign. If not, we'll just do. Okay, it has. Was it? Oh, I didn't. Hold Control key while dragging to select. So I want thick, not thin, because I want there to be an internal texture as well. But we will see. And I think I'm also just going to, instead of doing what I did last time, which I didn't manage to sort out what the problem was because it wasn't doing that before I went on stream, and now I can't get it to stop doing it. It's very annoying. So I'm just going to export it as an OBJ as well. at this point for specifically for what I'm doing with it, it doesn't really matter. But I just prefer um, wait, okay, anyway, I just prefer FBX just because of all of the metadata that it captures, but OBJ will be just fine. It's not the end of the world, and it will function the same way. And I'm doing it in, I'm putting it into Blender anyway, so there'll be a lot of like things I'll be doing to it, and then I'm going to export it out of Blender for Unreal. So it doesn't truly matter. I don't want avatars, so it's just the garment I'm using for my first experiment. So that should be fine. So I'm just going to let that export. How are you guys doing though? What's going on? Oh, it's exported. Hope everybody is doing well. Right, okay, let's give that a go. I'm going to attempt to import this. Um, we will see if this works. Okay, no, but that's fine because I am just going to stick to the wavefront instead. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, so now the first thing I'm going to do is wonder why all the textures have moved around at the front. Accept it and then move on. Oh, right, because there's something wrong with the front in the UV textures, which I did see, but as I said, if it were anything else I was making, I would have tried to solve it. But because it is this, I didn't because I knew that those textures were merely placeholders so that I could go in and select similar um, interesting. Okay, let's go for a new material. And I'll just create a new material. This is going to be called base. And it's going to be, you know, it really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to add another one and call this corset static with a underscore. And yes, my sweet, what's the matter? Do you feel left out? Hmm? No, just general cat complaints, huh? You're far too big for that box, you know that, right? I don't think he knows, guys. Right, This one I am going to just give this there we go, and call this corset metal, and I think that is it, because I want to change this to give it a few moments. There we go. Um, oh, right, I realized there was another one that I needed to do and I haven't done it. So let's do that now. And this one will be, yes, Theron, what's the matter? What's the matter? This one will be, I'm going to go for a darker blue and pull up the metallic just to give it a bit of a sheen. Because I do like a nice lustrous stitch. Is that the right thing? No, that's the wrong thing. That needs to be... What's the matter? What's the matter with my beautiful boy? What's the matter? Oh, what's the matter with Theron? You just want cuddles? I just want to see what's going on up here. It's not as interesting as you think. Oh, you could have easily got up here yourself. Was it as interesting as you thought? You look decidedly unimpressed. And now you're leaving. Oh no, you're getting comfortable. Okie dokie. Okay, the rest of the stream will probably have to be done like this, with Theron in arms. Okay, I think this is corset stitch. Nope, this is metal. There we go. Pretty though. And this is... Do you know what? First, before I confuse myself, I'm going to go to the... I don't want that. I want... Well, so I'm in object mode. I want to go to... Oh, are you leaving? Right. Ta-ta, Theron. Always lovely to have your flying visits. I want to go to... Sorry, I was just looking at the other ones. Oh, there was one. Orphan data. That's the one I wanted. So I don't need you. I tend to leave the brushes alone. But I don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need any of you. So let's delete you, because I'm not using any of you and I'm not planning to. Meshes, if I'm not using you, let's get rid of you. And the cube, I don't need the mesh because I got rid of it. And materials, didn't I just get rid of you? There we go. Okay, so back to life. And if I'm not using them, I should be able to get rid of them in theory, because I put those there. Now the question is, what are you? Ah, you are the stitching. So stitch. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, you are exactly now how I wanted you to be. So if I go into edit mode again, I should be able to select similar. I can't. Oh, that's so obvious. I couldn't do it because I was on um, the vertex and not the faces. So now if I go to select similar materials, I should be able to, oh, that doesn't look good. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Oh, it's just from a distance. Delete entire faces, get rid of everybody. There we go. And I'm going to save this as corset. Just to keep it all together. Right, so now this is essentially the base that I wanted. I'm not really going to change much on this one because this one is going to be more about the animations that go on around it. Mm. Sorry, I'm just thinking more about the technical side of it, but I do need this to be less shiny, I think. I think that might be too shiny. I also want to add a thickness to this. Oh, that's far too thick. Let's make the offset 0.05 and that's 0.06. It's too thick. It's still ever so slightly too thick. I don't know which one to turn down, to be honest. I think I might go for this one. Maybe I'll go to 1.5. Let's go for half of that, I think. Because I kind of like it. I just find the stitching particularly too much. So let's go for 1, 3. Right. Okay. I did not mean to do. I can't go lower than that, can I? Could I go to 0.008? Sure not. No, I can. I'm enjoying the subtle indentations on the inside with the quilting. What I'm not so sure about is the stitching and that final look of it. That's what concerns me. I suppose what I could do is duplicate just the stitching elements. Mm. Okay, let me try that. No, because then they are going to move and they're not going to fit this garment. Let's try 3. Because I don't want an extreme thickness to it. I just want an ever so slight thickness. It's interesting because I actually kind of like this kind of puckering effect. And it's like a completely unrealistic puckering effect when you think of fabric around the top section of the rivet, but I think it goes with the idea I have in my mind of where the electrical corset is going. So I'm definitely a fan. Um, I might just change this to 2 and hope that I can keep those kind of like puckering and indentation effects. Lovely. And what if I change this to 1.4? I think I'm taking it too far. But I want an ever so slight thickness. I don't want it to be too complicated. That is not the dream. The dream is not complication. The dream is subtle thickness. Let's have a look. So let's have a look with it without. So without. And then with. I definitely like it with. Um, just one more time for the giggles. Without. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Okay. And then with. trying to memorize all parts of it before it changes. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to apply that. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. I was thinking that actually it might be a good idea to put all of the bases in, and then do some experimentations. Oh, there was another thing I was meant to do, so let me save this and quickly do it before I continue. Otherwise, I will forget completely and it will go whoosh out of my head. Right, so I want this. Oh, cool. Remember my. Okay, so um, it's not all fun and games. There is a real element of research going on, and one second, I don't even have a folder for this because I've been keeping everything in the cloud. So what is this? Should be called? I don't know. For I suppose this is 5 then. 5 already exists. So uh, so this is 5, and it is the. Sorry, I'm creating a folder to house things that are for uni that need to be on the computer and not in a cloud. I haven't actually come across anything that desperately needed to be on the computer. This is the first thing, but the idea of trying to run this from the cloud just sounds ever so slightly ridiculous to me, and uh like the and definitely along the lines of not working out for me in the worst possible ways. And even I was noticing today that the lag on Blender is fairly unusual. I'm wondering if it needs an update, which arguably should have checked beforehand. But no matter. We'll do a nice disk cleanup, defragment, all those beautiful, lovely things afterwards. Right, so part of research, I have got my hands on some fantastic BHaptics wear, which I am going to be experimenting with fairly soon. Give me 1 second. Um, so yeah, so some fantastic BHaptics wear. which I'm going to be experimenting with fairly soon as part of my research. So yes, it's not just corsets. This is going beyond. There is a kind of there are lots of elements. The corsets are kind of like a part of a research element, and to kind of like practicing the modeling side of it. And this is another part. So let's have a look. Um, oh, how does this go? Right. Okay. So I have one on. I'm not going to put the other one on because this is just a fairly quick experimentation, because I realized I wanted to make sure that it everything worked and connected up. So uh, here's my superhero bracelet. Feels kind of weird, but I think it's just because I'm not used to it. So I'm going to keep the Bluetooth settings. I have turned on my BHaptics thing. I'm just waiting for it to see if I can find it. So we will see. There we go. I might take off my watch so I can put the other one on, to be honest. But yeah, this is the kind of are these on the right side? I think these are on the wrong side. So I only just got my hands on them to. No, I think I had them. No, I had them on the wrong side, but I had them upside down, maybe? Where does it say? You know, we will soon find out. Now, these are specifically, what does it say? It does say what they are. Yeah, these are arms, so I haven't actually got them high enough. I hope you're enjoying this haptics modeling session. It's like you thought you came for Blender, but oh no, you came for a haptics modeling session. Right, okay. Let us see. So I hope you're enjoying this jump from Clo to Blender to haptics. While that's launching, I am just going to open. I'm just going to. Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to do that. That's annoying. So I'm feeling like it might be a good idea to just get all of the Clo garments into Blender. So I've done the electric one, I've done the ice one. Let's do the galaxy one while I wait for this to launch. We'll give it time, give it space. It's never done this before. It's all new and exciting. And Maybe I should restart it. But I want to give it time. No, let's just restart it. I think it's fair. What is happening here? Oh, right. Oh, this one is much more complicated. Right, to the UV editor. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I think if I move you, wait, no, that's too far. Does this one not have any rivets? You do. So why are they not on the list is the question. Oh, well, you know what? We will deal with it as it comes. Right, so this one, not this one, this one. Oh, selecting in this is very challenging. Mm. This one, this one, this one. What? This one, this one. But why? This one. Oh, it's all fun and games till somebody has to click it. You will be clicked. Thank you. Right, you will be clicked. You will not be clicked. You will be clicked. You are not the one I was trying to click, but you will be clicked too. Right, okay, so now I should be able to, oh, I see you guys hanging out like little rebels. Right, so, there we go, and uh, you, 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 you. I thought it would be easier to select these once the others had been moved. I'm going to put you there. Wait, where's the other side? Are you just on top of each other? Oh, phrasing. Okay. Do, 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 do. I really don't want to select you. I want to select you, and then there's another one down here. There you go. You. No, not you. Sorry, you can't come. You're already where you need to be. You, however, are being strangely evasive. There we go. And we'll... Seriously? Okay. You are missing a piece. Where is your missing piece? Ah, there she blows. I'm still mildly curious as to what I've done that's caused a lot of this to be backwards. As I have already said about a lot of things in this, it doesn't matter at the moment, but if I were like truly creating something that I wanted to export into a game or like literally export it as it was, this would be a problem. So it is something that I am going to need to look into, but not quite yet. Oh, why are you just on top of each other's terrible UV placement? Well, to be fair, no one placed you. You placed yourselves. Um, hmm. I'm ever so slightly mildly confused as to why there's so many of the same thing. They're probably slightly different, but I can't remember where you go. Um, yeah, I'll be fine. Okay. Now I need to try and move you. I am so baffled right now. John, I think something is off. But it's okay. We will work it out. I'm just going to move, there we go, everything one to the side and manually up and over slightly. Apart from you, you don't belong. Ugh, I did not call on you. You are exactly where you need to be. Stop getting involved. There you go. And then now I am going to select you, not you, not you, not you, still not you, still not you, continuing not to be you, 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 you. Good gracious me. You, not you, 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 not you, not you, 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 and there's one more, I think. Not you, not you, also not you, neither of you. Okay, and the last one, we haven't forgotten, we'll come back for you. And I'm going to put you there and then work out why you are just floating along independently of everyone else, but not you. Where do you actually go? Oh, I see where you go. There you go. Back with your siblings as it should be. And now I need to hmm, select all of you and move you one along. This is getting very complex, actually. Could you fit? Ah, yes, you could. There. And you, 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 and come on. There we go. And I feel like I could definitely make this better laid out. You could probably go there and you could probably go there. No, you're not actually overlapping, so I could leave you, but I don't want to leave you. So I want you to be, yeah, there we go. And then I can move you guys back by just pressing the arrow key. So when you press on them, if you just press the arrow key, it moves them over to the next UV tile quite easily. I don't think I'm going to fit everybody. It'll be a tight squeeze. I think you can do it. I believe in you. Yes? Oh, that one's a little bit trickier, but not impossible. I keep wanting to go and use the arrows and then remembering what the arrows actually do in this context and reminding myself that that is not actually what I want. What I want is, are you touching? No touching. There will be no touching. Is for all of the things of the same material. Well, I say same material. It's more of the things of the same color, but they are materials in this context. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. Sometimes my headphones turn off. But yeah, I'm just going to do this last one. I wasn't going to do it, but then I just thought, yeah, why? Why wait? I know what it needs to be done. It's quite simple. You've watched me do it quite a few times. Um, the point of the stream is to record the artistic process. So it does make sense to just do it and not leave it till later. Um, I realized, though, that, well, I realized many things, but one of the things that I realized was that I have mirrored a lot of these elements. And so they are, why are you so much bigger than your counterparts? Where is the other side? There's the other side. Why are you bigger? There are no, it's not competition. You don't need to be the winner. You don't need to be the baddest. It's all part of, we're all part of a community here, bringing individual panels together to create a corset. Wait, where's the other side? Oh, there it is. Why is the other side over there? That seems like a question for another day. So you belong over here, as long as you're not in the way of anyone else. And you belong, you two belong over here, but not so close. Can I just move one of you? Maybe a little bit closer there. Yes, move a little bit closer, little dot. You may be too close. Oh, okay. Now I know why you're bigger. I did that. That was me. But I'm still missing. Oh, you again are bigger. Why are you bigger? You don't need to be bigger. I was just thinking, there's that phrase that they always use, like, there's no I in team. I actually can't stand that phrase. And it's not the sentiment that it's trying to say, because I get it and I agree that, when it comes to a team, each individual person is important and impactful, but no part of a team is more important than any other part of it, because you need the collective. Like the law of, is it Pragnas? Sorry for my horrible pronunciation. Um, in the Gestalt principles, that like, the part is not greater than the whole. And so I get it. I just don't like the terminology personally. I don't find it as inspirational as it's meant to be. Um, I don't know if I could think of a better one. Uh, I must admit, I do like teamwork makes the dream work, which, arguably is more irritating. But I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it's the rhyming or the sing-song nature of it that, or maybe it's just like the fact that it's more of a like a general positive statement, like teamwork makes the dream work. Whereas I find, there's no I in team is kind of, there's something about it that sounds ever so slightly patronizing, and maybe I just find that irritating, like oppression by teamwork. Whereas like teamwork makes the dream work is, it's trying to it feels more inclusive, more kind of like join our team. Whereas like there's no I in team, kind of feels like you're reprimanding someone for doing something that you feel that they shouldn't be. Ah, stitches. Don't think I didn't see you. Um, you can go here because I'm deleting these, so they won't need a UV map. And back to simulation. Let's press save. Always save. Don't forget to save. I was going to get that tattooed actually. I never ended up getting it though. Maybe in future. It's never too late while you're alive. It's one of the things that this day always makes me think of, that there is so many opportunities to do things, and that you should um, take the opportunities to do the things that you are really passionate about, um, while you can and while you're able, because especially like this, like my studies and the streaming, even though most of it is kind of like academic, I still do some um, like let's plays on Minecraft and various games. I haven't done any Twitch games in ages, and Twitch itch games in ages, which is kind of a shame because I do like my the independent itch games. I haven't made a game. No, I haven't made a game this year because for personal reasons, unfortunately, I have missed the global game jam this year, so I'll have to wait till next year. Even though I must admit, the theme for the global game jam this year, um because I still tried to keep up with it, and I didn't manage to play any of the games though. So maybe that's something I should try and find the time to do, because this month has not been the greatest month for me personally. It's been very busy. I've been trying to kind of like step back from a lot of things to kind of look at them a little bit more subjectively, and that's the reason why my stream has been more sporadic than usual, because I'm trying to kind of put my own health first, and that's meant not doing some things, even things that I really enjoy doing, like the streaming. I find that with streaming, I don't tend to get a lot of people watching live on Twitch, which is a shame because it would be nice to for people to ask questions about my process and kind of the things I'm doing and why I've done it that way. And sometimes I do get some really interesting um, tips and ideas that people come up with as I'm working, because teamwork makes the dream work. But yeah, the most of my engagement seems to come from YouTube instead, which is still nice because I still get the comments, but um, I I I would like a more of a balance, if I'm honest. But then I've got to offer something like consistent streaming and consistent themes to kind of get that back, and so I am working on it. It's a process, and I think I have like an aim in mind of what I want to do and what I want to achieve, and I'm just being honest here about kind of like my hopes for the development of this, and I've just realized why that hasn't worked. No matter, we try again. uh, but there we go. But yeah, so okay, now it's going faster. I wonder what was wrong before. um so either way, I'm definitely going to start streaming more consistently. I've started writing more as well, and I definitely want to engage with the my community more. I don't feel like I get to engage with them enough. I want to know what they think, what they'd like to see more of, and things like that. And why is so import wavefront OBG? I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, let's save this. And then go to export, OBG selected. This is the one. Yes, overwrite it. I haven't changed any of the settings, so this should all be correct. But for some reason, it's not liking it, and I don't know why. There we go. Okay. Not super sure what all that was about, but yeah, and I'm definitely an advocate for taking care of your mental health, because like mental, physical well-being, because it is interesting how those things can impact you both short and long term. And like having experienced loss, it just makes you realize. I don't think you need loss to realize this, but this is just me personally reflecting in having experienced loss. It's made me realize just how um, uncertain life actually is, in terms of you don't really know um, how much of it you have. And that might sound morbid, but for me it's just kind of like I really need to make the most of it. Did this one have trims? It did have trims. What it doesn't have right now is an underscore. Okay, corset trims. So I need metal and stitch. Metal and stitch sounds like a really cool band. Sorry, I was thinking it sounds like a really cool band, but it also kind of sounds like a Disney duo, like Lilo and Stitch, but metal and Stitch, like a cute little alien called Stitch, or animal, and then a robot called Metal. Just like really on the nose names. Uh, is that all this corset had? I feel like that's all this corset had. Because the purple bit I'm getting rid of. So it doesn't matter. But yeah. I also find streaming quite calming, I think, because it's an opportunity for me to not just kind of like share the process of my work, but um, do a kind of mini podcast alongside. I'm no podcaster, but it's nice sometimes to just talk about things over my work and kind of the inspirations that have led me to where I am, and reflect why I'm doing what I'm doing. Is just, it's interesting for me because it forces me to kind of think about, why are you doing this? And that is always, I think, good to not just think about why you're doing something, but then to have to articulate why you're doing it, because it helps me personally reflect on why something is important to me. And should this be metal? I feel like this should be metal. Yes, it should be metal. Why do you have two? I'm going to change you to just material, and still changed you to the wrong number. Okay, anyway, and you. Why do you have three separate materials? Is there no stitching on this? There is stitching. Why don't you have a material? I'm mildly confused. I have not the foggiest clue as to where the material for the stitching is hiding itself. Oh, okay, right. You're one of them. Why are you two different materials? Did I make you two different materials? Oh, because one of you is a double stitch and one of you is a single stitch. That does actually make sense. I want you to be the same. If I delete this, does that make you one material? I'm assuming so. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so if I go to edit mode, I think you know what's coming. I'm going to go to faces. I'm going to select one face, select similar materials, and then I'm going to say bye-bye to those materials by deleting the faces. And then I'm going to go back to object mode. Make sure that those faces have actually been deleted. And then I'm going to press save. And this is going to be right. I am going to, I think, concentrate on just those four first of all, but I just wanted to get them into Blender so that I can think about what the next stage is for them. Okay. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it, because it wouldn't. Okay, so now I want to test the haptics out. So, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay, so in the haptics player, well, I should probably turn it on. Oh,
whoops. There we go. What do you want me to do? You want me to please enable audio to haptic. How do I do this? So I'm going to put that there. Which one are you? All right, so you want me to enable. But that's not what you said. Okay, we accept that that's not what you said. And wait. Okay, I wish to feel. I might actually have to listen to something. Let's try. Oh, sorry, did that scare you? I'm sorry. Okay, right. So let us. Okay, so this one I can feel. So that one is the. Have I got it on the wrong arm? I feel like I have. And this is interesting. Okay, that's interesting. And why are you not connected? Oh, and now you are connected. Why have you gone green? I don't know. So I've got these. Why is that? It keeps disconnecting is the problem. Do I have to hold my... What are you connecting to is the question. Mm. Mm. Anywho, how do I change this to pop? this what I wanted? Mm, okay, I've realized that one of the issues here is, one second. Okay, fine. I've got this on the wrong arms. So let's get these on the right arms. Mm. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm trying to work it out. So, oh, because I keep moving it. So now, have I still got this on the wrong? I am very confused. So which one do I have on? So this is the right one. So it's on the right hand side. And this is the left one. So I've got them on the right. I've got them on the right hands. Where does it say which is left and which is right? Okay, but I do have them upside down. Why do I keep losing connection? I feel like it's like a phone in the 90s. Like, is this better signal? Better signal now? Better signal now? Better signal now? Better signal now? Like some sort of weird interpretive dance. It's trying though. It's okay. So this one I've got the right way round. Mm. Oh, wait, come back. I need you. Uh, it is strange because I can feel it in my hands as well as my arm, which is something my supervisor said to me, that I would be able to feel it in both hands and arms. But I feel it more if I'm touching something. Well, this was an interesting and exciting exploration into just one element of something I will be working on a bit more. I am hoping to integrate this into Unreal to as part of my research. So I just wanted to experiment with it a bit. It's it's interesting. It does seem like it has a few issues in terms of consistency. So um, I'll have to think about that and experiment with that a bit more. And also thinking about how many contact points it has. So as you can see, there aren't that many on the arm, and I actually haven't got it high enough. It's meant to be higher on my arm. It's meant to be up here. Um, which is an interesting sensation because then I can feel it kind of up my arm. I don't know if you've ever used the haptic, any haptic wear before. So it's definitely an interesting one. It's an interesting experience. I do also have uh, the gloves, but I wanted to give these because I see these as kind of like a simpler form with less connectivity points to see what can I do with just this when I'm thinking about using it for my research. So yeah, I'm not sure why they keep disconnecting, but I definitely will be experimenting with these in Unreal and kind of like combining audio and seeing how that works. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think in the next stream I'm going to try and make sure that the audio is actually playing, which is quite nice. Because I'm just listening to some royalty free music. I'm just testing because like when it is connected and it's playing, I can, when I touch things, like the vibration feels like it's in my fingers. Like before that, it just feels like it's in, like going down and up my arms. But when I actually touch something, like when I was touching the mouse, I felt like, oh, the mouse is kind of vibrating, even though it's not. So it's like thinking about how I can use that kind of like phantom vibration as part of what I'm doing. Exciting times. But yeah, thank you for watching my stream, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hopefully, we'll be doing some exciting animation things, but we will see. And as always, have a wonderful evening. Bye.